Hey everybody, this video is regarding to your project number 2. I want to go over a couple of things before you begin on your project number 2, Federal Student Assistance. So before you begin, click on project number 2. I will need you to print your Student Assistance graphing sheets. There are 3 problems on here that you are required to sketch for me. And once you're finishing your project, you can actually take a picture of the 3 graphs or the 3 pages that you print out and then put it in a Dropbox. Okay, so as far as all the other answers, we will actually come straight to project number 2. So as I go over it, you'll begin to see, and I'm actually gonna preview this quiz or this project real quick. A couple of things I want to go over. Number one, there's a lot of examples with this data right here. So the data below shows the average annual tuition and fees charged by the American colleges and universities, as well as your federal student financial assistance for the year of 1995 to 2005. So your first row right here, okay, is your tuition and fees for the public college or universities. The second one is your fees and the tuition for privates. And the third one is your federal assistance, okay, in terms of a million. So, for example, in the year 1995, okay, the average public tuition and fees is $2,057. For the private university and college, it was $11,000. And the federal assistance is actually, well, this is actually 354,777 millions. So these federal assistance is in terms of millions. So that means behind the 7, technically there's actually 6 0 behind it. So every question regarding to asking you to write down the numerical value for federal assistance, make sure you put the million behind your answer. You don't have to write all the zeros. Just put the word millions. So set the year 1995 to be x equal to 0. So basically, I want 1995 to be 0. That means 2005 will be when x is equal to 10. So in your graphing calculator, enter the years under L1. So instead of putting 1995 under L1, I want you to put 0 for L1, 1 for 1996, 2 for 1997, 3 for 1998, so on and so forth. Therefore, 2005 will be x equal to 10. So you're going to use the regression capability on your graphing calculator to find the linear model. So there are 3 questions regarding to finding a linear model. So to find the linear model, I will actually need you to key in the answer. I will actually need you to click on Show All Components, which is right here. All right. Click on Graph Equation. Graph Equation is actually this button. Okay. The graphical equation. And then it will give you this page, and that's where you can actually key in your answer. So once you key in your answer, you click on Insert. So to find the linear model, okay, for the public college and universities, so the L1 is already 0, 1, 2, 3, representing the years. So your L2 will be the tuition and fees, okay? So you will key in these numbers under L2. So once you key in your L1 and your L2, then you can use the the regression capability to find the linear model. So once you find the linear model, okay, run the slope to 1 decimal place and run the y-intercept to the nearest whole number. And then to key it in, once again, click on Show All Components, click on Graphical Equations, okay, and tap and key it in. So you can just key in y, or some students want to do y hat, okay. So to do y hat, you will actually need to use this. Click on right here and then click on this box, okay. Not quite. It's a little bit curly, so I don't. Y hat is kind of hard to find. So a lot of time I simply ask the student just to type in the letter Y. On the homework, I know it says Y hat, but here you can say Y equals whatever the slope is. Okay, X plus B, whatever the Y intercept turn out to be. And once you key it in, you click on Insert. Okay, and you can go to the next page for the next questions. So I will need you to do the linear model for the public, the private, and the federal assistance. If you go to number 2, with all the data are still entered on your calculator from number 1, use the regression capability, to find the correlation coefficient R. So you can just type in R equals whatever the decimal is and round to 4 decimal places. All right. When you came to number 3, it says refer to project 2, graphing sheets. So the graphing sheets you print out. I'm gonna come out real quick. So that's why I asked you to go ahead and print out the graphing sheets. All right, download it and print your graphing sheets. Put your name on it. So from the project, it referring to this sheet number 3, where the data are still entered on your graphing calculator, create a scatter plot of the public college university tuition and fees as a function of the number of years since 1995. So I would need you to kind of scale the x-axis, which is the years, and the y-axis are representing your tuition fees. So do the best you can to kind of to scale it, and then copy what you draw from your graphing calculator. So create a little scatter plot for me, and so this graphing sheets is for number 3, number 7, and number 11. So once you're finishing the graphing, you can actually use the Microsoft Lens, as you're done with project number 1, and download it as a Word document or as a PDF. Either way will work, and you can actually, where is my project right here? And then you can actually upload it into the Dropbox. There are several questions regarding to the percent of increase. So I want to get to that real quick. So let me come back in again. All right, that's number 10. No, I'm going to go to number 13. All right. Previous page. So for every one of these questions, that says calculate a percentage increase, in order to find the percentage increase, I need you to find the actual increase of the year is asking, and then divide it by the year that you're from. So if I want to find the percentage increase from 1995 to 1999, so for public college tuition fees, 1995 to 1999. So if I subtract, I will actually see the amount of increase and take that increase divided by the amount that I am from. So if you take 2430 minus 2057, that will give you the increase, and you divide it by the number that you are from times 100, that will give you the percent increase. And make sure you round all the answer to the nearest percent. So this project is regarding to the increase in public and private college and universities tuition and fees as compared to the federal assistance in terms of $1 million. So if you think about writing this number out, 35477 with 60 behind it, that is actually how much money the federal government is actually helping students to attending colleges and universities, okay, for that year. All right, and there's couple questions I'm asking you to see what your opinion about, okay, see what you think the answer might be. So make sure you turn in the project on time, and if you got questions before after you watch this video, please let me know. You only get one attempt for the project, so please do not come jump in and jump back out. Make sure you print the sheets first, okay? So as you go through these problems, you can go ahead and draw the scatter plot. So you don't have to, you know, because once you submit the project, then you will not be able to access all these tables. So do the scatter plot as you go through these problems. It will make it a little bit easier. Okay. All right. That will conclude this video. Thank you for watching.